All right, everybody, welcome back to the WinOut $20,000 LAN Finals. And we have a great matchup between Levitate Gaming and Gamers Academy. Now, this is a team that I have not personally had the pleasure of casting or even seeing play.
Me neither.
So I am kind of, I'm in that mystery zone. I don't know what to expect from them. And that's actually playing to their advantage big time because all of the North American teams here are in the same boat. I talked to a couple of guys from Method. They scrimmed them a few times. They tied them once, but they said they are very, very good.
Hey,
so
they beat Luminosity in a best of 3.
I think that right now, Luminosity and Gamers Academy are favorites to end up in the finals against each other. So we could have an all-Brazilian final here in Philadelphia. But this is a...
You're favoring Gamers Academy over CLG?
That's a lot of people think that could happen. We don't really know, but we'll have to see what happens here.
And I don't know if this match is going to give us a scale really to judge off of. We have one of the guys who actually works here.
Yes.
He is a stand-in because I guess one of the stand-ins for Levitate, I think, needed a stand-in. So this might be a quick one.
Yeah, they've had to tap deep into the roster reserve.
Yeah.
So we have Cheeks and NVS. Cheeks is one of the admins for the matches here. Sasquatch. He's his little brother. Been playing CS for a long time. Used to play with him back in Source. And then Ed, same thing. Ed was one of the guys with me and Steve here late last night, fixing all the problems with the computers so that we could have some smooth sailing today. But he found out, I think, like the day before that he was playing for them. I think he found out like yesterday morning.
Man, this roster just Frankenstein together. But looks like we are going live here. They have won the knife round, being Levitate. Is that going to be the only round they win?
Oh, man. That's, I was talking to the other team who's playing on our other stream, which is going to be, what's the other team we have playing? It's Luminosity versus All Eyes on Us. Easy on Souls. There you go. It's Easy on Souls. So, they were like, if we win one round, we're thrilled. I'm like, you know what? If you guys win Pistol, that's 3 rounds guaranteed. And they're like, well, not necessarily. No. So, if they win Pistol, I think they'll just be happy knowing they got to play against one of the best teams in the world right now, that definitely fringing on top 10 and easily one of the best in North America.
Definitely. So let's check out Gamers Academy here. They do have a couple players pretty pressed up towards B, just holding the pushes, as well as 2 members working long. So they're very spread out, just trying to get any sort of information that they can gather from the Levitate side before they make their move. As we still have one over towards the B side and everybody else from the Gamers Academy just creeping their way towards A. Now, at what point are they going to begin their fake? It looks like FNX going to be going for it now over towards the broken wall, providing a bit of presence, and this prompts everybody from Levitate to rotate. This is disastrous. The timing of Gamers Academy is great here.
This is exactly what you expect to see from a team like them. They do have 2 players rotating back into the site. It's going to be Ed, otherwise known as MVSE, finds his way towards Balcony, gets gooshed immediately, and down he goes. They've got Biggie there as well with the support. He does manage to find a frag onto Taco. He's trying to find more headshots. There's one in the site. Showtime takes care of Biggie, and down goes ADN. It's on Fermian Cheeks, and now it's just on Cheeks here. And he is getting flanked right now, trying to do some damage here on FNXL. FNXL just continues to peek. A pest, a nuisance with that Glock. And that's a 3K on the round for Showtime. And an excellent execution from Gamers Academy.
Yeah, and a really big over-rotate from Levitate. The Brazilians didn't execute immediately, so the CTs did have a little bit of extra time to arrive. They didn't punch it immediately, so not a lot of frags for Levitate here. 1 to be exact. Now we see Gamers Academy. Actually, Hen 1 going for a Tech 9 here. Not going to upgrade all the way. Again, I have limited information on the team other than...
Probably an opper.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming at this point. As they are super grouped up at the broken wall here, taking out Spermy. And now it is an A stack from Levitate, so they are going to find nobody there, and they're going to be rotating into a T side who's already set up at B.
Hen now in drop. He's getting the flank of these players coming in from Connector. He's got the Tech 9. He's going to jump right into the sights of Cheeks, and down goes Cheeks. There's another one connected to take care of. And that was ADN, so that Tech 9 works out great. He's going to be able to build up a little bit of money here. Not quite capable of... He's not going to upgrade to that op just yet. He doesn't need to. It's going to be another eco round here for Levitate. But I would imagine that
Wait a minute.
Oh, they're going to force buy. You know what? I have seen this work. So to their credit, they're hoping to catch Gamers Academy off guard in that Gamers Academy still has a player with a Tech 9 and an MP7 Galileo as well, so if Spermy can make good use of this, and it's not going to happen, he's going to get mollied out. Actually takes 50 damage. If he can make good use of this Mag 7, maybe rotate towards Broken Wall before the execution occurs.
Man.
Never mind.
He gets dominated with the Tech 9, and then Gamers Academy just flood through Broken Wall and finish off the remaining Levitate members inside of the B-bomb site. And this was a force buy from the CT side, although it doesn't look like it thus far. And we see Hen 1 working that Mag 7, and VS does finally bring Hen down, but he's all alone here, 1 on 3. He's making his way up into the drop down, but the setup from Gamers Academy, they got 1 at the White Rock as well as the Broken Wall. And VS probably just trying to stay alive at this point as Showtime comes over the top and drop down. And VS can't finish him off, 3-0, and this is when we usually see the gun round, but that was last time.
It was a big gamble, and unfortunately it backfires, because if you look at the money now on the T side, Hen 1 has 10K. That is unreal, and he is going to go for the op. So he's the opper. Like we said, we don't have much information on Gamers Academy. Didn't have the opportunity to see them play prior to this.
Other than that, they're really good.
Yes. From what I heard, they are very talented. Top 3 in Brazil. There's only one other team that competes, and that's Keed Stars. So they definitely have what it takes. And like John had said, they've managed to beat Luminosity in a best of 3.
Yeah, that's very impressive. As the T's coming into the B side, completely left open. Levitate once again stacking the wrong side of long this time. As all 5 members going to be rotating, and look at how spread out Gamers Academy is getting. At least the site is clear, and all of a sudden, 3 frags away of Gamers Academy. Biggie manages to bring down Lucas as weapon, going to be unretrievable, and Gamers Academy just strolling their way to victory here. 1 frag for Levitate, but that is going to be it, and they're just guessing wrong with the 50-50 stacks.
Yeah, they go for the gamble, and unfortunately it's towards A and it doesn't work out, but even still they would have been pretty hard-pressed to really do much there as armorless pistol buy. They're going to be coming to the buy round here with 5 M4s, so no op to battle with Hen just yet. Taco's still sitting on the SMG, and you know, if I was 3-1 with $10,000, I think I'd be feeling the same way. Kind of just take the gamble and see if you can build up more money, because at this point, you've got 4 rounds on the board, and you can afford to drop 1 player and not really give much in exchange. It's going to be Ed coming up with a kill first. That's Envious finding the frag onto Lucas. Showtime does respond, though, so only 1 towards that A site. Biggie in the back of sight. He's got the M4A1 just hiding right now in the little cubby there. ADN way back in CT spawn. Spots ahead as they come up towards the half wall. Not quite able to rope that refill in. ADN trying desperately to take down Taco. He's being pushed from both sides, and there he goes. FNXL going to get the first frag, but Biggie from the back of sight actually finds 2, and that's going to give a 2-on-3 advantage here to Levitate Gaming.
And FNX does bring down Biggie, so it's a 2-on-2, and just like that, it looked like they had a chance, but it was short-lived. They had the advantage, and then all of a sudden, Gamers Academy just take it by force. Finally, we see full guns from RT side, despite being up 5-0 with a ton of money. And indeed, we were right. And is open. Now, Levitate, are they going to stack the A-bomb site once more? They've been wrong with all of their eco guesses, and now they're just going to play a standard setup with some 5.7s and P250s. And I'm not really a fan of just playing standard kind of default style setup when you only have pistols. It's not like, I mean, 5.7, yeah, it's a very powerful weapon, but are you going to beat Gamers Academy in these 1-versus-1 duels with that 5.7? I'd much rather them, again, just go for a risk and try one of those 50-50s. Eventually, it should work, probability speaking.
Yes. You know what the reality is like, if you have a bee that's chasing you, 1 bee, if it stings you, you're like, all right, I'm good. But if you have 5 bees stinging you, it's not fun. And that's kind of like the analogy here with pistols, is that it's like a bee sting. If you have a swarm of bees just following you around, it's going to be a lot more dangerous than just 1. It is actually Levitate Gaming who put out decent damage, getting the first kill of the round as well. Lucas down to 8 HP, but then with the AWP going to find the wallbang frag onto Envious. They're going to be executing towards the A site. ADN finding himself back in the same spot in the back A site. Now he's behind APC. He's got to be careful. They spotted him out, and down he goes. Only 3 left standing here for Levitate. Biggie in the same spot as well, back in sight. Goes for the spray down onto Taco, not able to come up with it. Now it's Spermy here in a 1-versus-4.
And he's thinking about going for this here. His team is going to have full loss bonus, or already does, so he could try to strip away at some of the economy, or just go for the W here. He finds the first kill. Now Showtime wants the Dragon. Gamers Academy is showing no respect. Did he have to peek that? No. Did he peek it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? You're getting into the head of your opponent at this point.
Oh, by the way, I love that analogy.
Yes. I mean, you're getting into the head of your opponent because I actually spoke to some of the players from Levitate. Cheeks was feeling pretty confident that they could get a few rounds. If they just walk all over them, they're setting a statement about what they expect to do in this tournament.
Yeah.
We have not seen a 16-0 yet. If they would be the first one, that seriously sets a precedent with all the other teams that, hey, we're just as good as the University. We deserve to be considered the #1 team in Brazil, just like they do. So maybe it is possible we will be seeing that double Brazilian final.
You know, I really wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't either.
And I definitely think CLG will have something to say about it. Now, Levitate still just looking for their first round. And Gamers Academy slowing things down. They do have a bomb and another over towards the A side. Gamers Academy have the rest of their players still trying to work B. They're taking it very cautiously, however. Not committing, as they're going to be taking into the drop down, and he's going to pick it with an AWP. This is, I mean, whenever I try to do this, I just fail, and my head gets blown off, so I'd be surprised if he goes for the opening, but they are just going to flash in. ADN wins the duel with Lucas. Where's the trade from Gamers Academy? There it is. ADN gets traded off, and Cheeks is holding an instant trade by Gamers Academy, but they do find themselves at a disadvantage, potentially the first round here for Levitate.
Yeah, they do have Spermy in the back of sight right now, in the chicken coop. They're going to get mollied out of position, but they don't actually peek it. They go for the boost on the hen house. Oh, Spermy just can't quite get the recoil under control on that rifle. So now it's a 2v2, but look at him. Down to 4 HP, doesn't even matter. He's going to take that duel. Biggie behind White Rock is the player who needs to come up with a big frag here. He gets spotted out by FNXL on Broken Wall. And now Hen just needs to play this right. He's going to flash around the corner. And there he goes. He does manage to get the first kill. Can he find the second? Can it be the first round for Levitate here in round number 7? He's going to tap that defuse. Gets peeked immediately. And now he is so lit. FNXL is aware of it. And that is another round here for Gamers Academy.
That was really brilliant timing by FNX. He timed that so well. The moment the CT was about to hop on the bomb is when he peaked. A lot of players will just wait for that defuse, and then it gets into the mind game like, am I actually sticking it? And the CT can have a better chance there than FNX. Already on top of him before he hops on the bomb. So 7-0. Things are going as I expected thus far. And if you're Levitate, do you try to go for some aggression? I mean, but the Brazilians here are playing so passive, it's hard to say they should do that, but just playing straight up, they're just getting overran. The trades are too strong from Gamers Academy. 2 frags for the CTs, but right back at him in a hurry, and then Hen still just giving her with this AWP. As Biggie and NBS, last players up.
And they are already looking like they want to save. They don't really seem like they want to go for this, which at this point in time, I don't think saves matter. You're down 7-0. You're about to go down 8-0. You can't afford to play the economy game anymore. You need to take some gambles and take some risks. I'd like to see Levitate play something aggressive and try and catch Gamers Academy off guard, because right now, Levitate is playing way too passive, and they let Gamers Academy set up for the execute. And like you said, every time there is a duel, it's a trade that ends up favoring Gamers Academy. So they might get a kill on Levitate, but it's immediately followed by a kill, which is then followed by a kill from Levitate, and then one from the T side. And trades usually favor the T side because it results in a lopsided defense versus Showtime's going to spot out Envious over towards Long, and Ed does find the frag. He's going to get the headshot. So Levitate able to survive with 2 rifles. The question is now, what do they build around it? They're going to force up because, like we had said, they're in a position now where they've lost way too many rounds. They can't afford to save anymore. It doesn't even matter. The money game doesn't matter. They've lost 8 straight rounds. Full loss bonus, $3,400 into their pockets every single round. But on the CT side, it's not quite like the T side. You can't really afford to go full buyout.
Yeah. For Gamers Academy here, they start off with another entry. It's so difficult for Levitate. Should they aggress because they're losing the opening duels due to trades? Or do they just try to hunker down on the bomb site still? Spermy gets super aggressive there. I think he tried to utilize his teammate's flash to try to gain entry, but he was dealt with. Now the CT is still trying to hang on to the B bomb site, and you see Gamers Academy, they're in no hurry here to take into the bomb site. Just taking their time, making sure they clear everything. But okay, Levitate, this may just be their first round. FNX on to Cheeks, though. Down to a 2-on-2. Taco very low. He goes down. We need a clutch from FNX here to keep that goose egg alive. And hey, they got one.
They got one. All right, so they did what we didn't really expect many of the puggier teams to be able to do, is pick up a round against a team who is very talented. You know, it's important to note, Gamers Academy lives with each other. These guys, 3 of the players play together online. Cheeks and Envious have never played with these guys. So that's the kind of position where... So it's not really that you're like, Levitate's playing really bad. They're doing their best, but there's going to be a lack of coordination because of the fact they don't play together. And there's so much coordination on the opposite end that it's going to be very difficult for them to get around. So I jokingly applaud them, but I legitimately do so because the fact that they managed to take a round, it actually might force Gamers Academy to sit back and like, all right, maybe we can't quite play that crazy. Like, let's just go crazy and run around the map. We'll actually play our style of attack.
Yeah, it's nice to earn that respect. Gamers Academy this time not going to commit towards B as they have that bomb over towards the A side, just waiting super patiently. Levitate, they haven't gone for any A aggression in quite some time. Gamers Academy have some free real estate. Of course, they do not know that. So very patient here from Gamers Academy, still waiting to throw their fake towards B and then head back to A. Never mind, they're bringing the bomb back towards B. And it is going to be another B commitment. Can Levitate hold B again? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be on Cheeks here, who is sitting towards the bottom of Broken Wall, all the way back in the corner. He's waiting for the T side to make an execution, but they're going to be flooding into drop. So now it's on Spermy here, who's behind White Rock. He's got 2 players coming around the bend. That's going to be a couple from the side of Gamers Academy. Still in the back of sight, though, is Cheeks. Cheeks going to spot out one, but that is it. He's not going to be able to do it. So we're going to tap into the voice comms here from Levitate as they're going to be moving into an eco round. I'm curious what's going to be going through their heads.
One was close window, but
You're always gonna have a lurker on that. Every single time when you try to flank.
Let's stack B. Can be. I'm gonna pop flash.
yeah. Let's play aggressive. on
2
that.
of you try and boost. I'm gonna pop flash as well. Just
They
don't boost
usually
yet.
nade
Don't
boost.
boost yet.
Nade boost. They usually nade is
I'm gonna pop flash this Cheeks.
Yeah,
Ready?
see? Move.
Get close. I'm blind.
Do it.
Ready?
Let's boost Stepson. One close. Close boost.
Molly.
I think they're
I'm playing
watching
behind under you.
it. Yeah, watching boost.
Smoke here. Coming
Yeah,
through.
they know. I think they know it's a stack B.
I'm gonna drop down right now.
Be above us. Yeah, flashing egg. I'm gonna rotate over. Peeking it.
One's gonna lurk this B.
Help coming.
I'm blind. Did I
Nice.
get him?
Two more.
Yeah,
Two more.
yeah.
Two more. Close. At least 2.
They're playing for B.
He's
Bomb,
dinked.
bomb, bomb,
He's
bomb, bomb,
dinked.
bomb.
This guy's dinked. The other guy's dinked. 16 health.
We don't need to
Up. Moving out. Hunting inside. You're good. I'm They rock. drop. I'm rock. They drop.
Yeah.
They
Going
can.
back. I'm going back.
One platform. 2. Out long B.
One drop.
Bomb down. I got bomb.
This
I
guy,
got
one
bomb.
more dink.
Go
Nice.
there.
One up. High. Up?
Yeah. Up.
Okay.
Drop.
Alright.
He's gonna try and pick you first, Biggie.
Yeah. He
Can't push on you? Can't push on you.
He's got
Just
an
chill.
AK.
Just chill. If you can watch the left, I got your right.
Yep.
He's
Stop
pushing.
behind his whip. On your right, on your right. Come here.
Move over. Move to left. On left still.
Don't split up.
9 seconds.
On your right, on the right.
Hide. No time.
No time
now.
Hide. Biggie, hide.
I am.
Nice.
Good
Good
job.
He's
There
inside.
we go.
Fuck.
That was actually pretty impressive. I thought they'd be a bit more like rattled, or just maybe like antsy or anxious or something like that. But that was actually really calm and collected calls.
Yeah, I mean, the composure to be able to make those calls when you've been losing round after round, and you only picked up one and then lost the immediate round. The fact that they just did that on an eco, and it was very coordinated. A lot like they pop flashed themselves towards Broken. They were going for the boost, and unfortunately it was Gamers Academy who watched it. But still, they got a lot of opening frags on Broken Wall, and it kind of slowed the attack down to the point that the CT side could finally control the clock. The last few rounds has been Gamers Academy who just kind of bombarded, just rushing through smokes and flashes, basically saying like, we can handle a smoke or a flash for a few seconds because our rifling ability is pretty top notch. So now it's Levitate who find themselves back into a buy round, but the mountain of cash definitely built up on the T side. Hen1's going to use the AK this time around. Lucas with a nice shot on the man in sight. ADN goes down towards balcony. So now it's the CT side left reeling. It's going to be a save time yet again. Hen1 on the hunt in connector looking for the remaining CTs.
And they're just going to retreat into their opponent's spawn, try to make their way up into the window. And Gamers Academy here now will have reset the money situation for Levitate. Looks like they're going to go on the point all the way up. I don't know how Showtime's going to try to handle this. It's kind of hard to get up that ladder and kill players that are saving up there, but he is going to go for it. And Spermie's going to get the kill. So they're going to have 2 guns to work with them next round, but now Gamers Academy have reached double digits on their T side of Cobble. They've gone back and forth the past 4 rounds, and this is going to put the CTs in a pretty tough spot with the economy here. And it's... I'm always trying to paint a picture of like optimism of what they could do to come back, but I gotta be realistic here.
Yeah, no, let's be fair. This is a T-sided map. I mean, it is the fact that they're down by a large deficit, higher than we normally see. But I'd say by current standards, this is pretty T-sided. So Levitate Gaming might be struggling a little bit, but at the same point in time, it's not the worst half I've ever seen. I've seen teams come back from 10-5, so Levitate really need to close this out, go 10-5. Then if they take pistol, they're down only 2 rounds. That's huge. But if they give up any more rounds, lose this 12-3 or 13-2, that's devastating. It's almost impossible to come back from because 1 round could basically decide your fate because you could put yourself into an eco, and then you're forced against rifles of Gamers Academy.
Exactly, and now Levitate, they realize they cannot give up any more rounds, so they're going to buy on top of the guns that they had saved previously. ADN, unfortunately, still left with the pistol. We do have a push up middle from the CT side. That's NBS, who Gamers Academy, I don't know if they know he's there. It doesn't seem like it. They're crept up all the way up long. FNX grabs the frag onto Spermie, and that is towards the Broken Wall area. So a little aggression from Levitate, and it was shut down. But look at this. NBS is flanking all the way around towards the B side, but he doesn't realize that all the T's from Gamers Academy are just waiting to take up long. This timing, he's going to think, like, I'm going to have this flank, we're going to win this round, and he's going to realize the bomb has been planted.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Watching that play out, it was funny because NVS was pushed up in mid, but then they had players in stairs right there. All they had to do was push down the stairs and they would have spotted him out, but they just didn't really have that coordination. They didn't think it was necessary.
It almost worked out better.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out better because they didn't take a duel they didn't need, and then they would have been kind of showing their hand a little early. Instead, they get the bomb site for 3. But look at this. Biggie finds 1, but then Hen and Taco combine. Now it's on Envious, the man who was on the flank. He does find himself pushed long. He's going to get a free frag on the man in sight, but he doesn't have a kit, so he has to rush this one. And he's not going to be able to come up with the kill. Taco takes him down. So Gamers Academy is not really a great round from them. They do end up with only 1 player left standing, a 1 versus 1. And Levitate didn't have a kit, so at that point, if NVS picks up the frag, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to be able to get the bomb defused. All he's going to really be able to do is save an AK and retreat. And it's back to an eco again. As you can see, the money on the CT side well below 3K. And they'd be better off just force buying a pistol armor right now.
Yeah, I mean, 3 rounds of loss bonus. They can't afford to give any more rounds up. I mean, 3 compared to 4. It's really hard to say. In Go nowadays, there's really no right or wrong answer for that. Should we buy pistols or save up for rifles? But Gamers Academy now working their way towards B. It is a fake, but it doesn't seem like one as they're just taking into the bomb site. Levitate did come up with an eco round win on one of the rounds Gamers Academy did take towards B, but it's not going to happen this time. And Gamers Academy have faked Levitate pretty hard. Going to get that bomb down at A, cutting off the rotate. His hand sitting inside a connector, and now Spermie all alone, looking for a gun or something, anything. He's willing to take it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 5-7 towards Broken Wall. He's sitting behind the box. He jumps down. He's going to be able to spot out one. Nice shot on the head. Oh, he actually puts a dink on Showtime down to 2 HP. I don't know if that's good or just absolutely frustrating. He would have been able to escape with an AK, but it still would have been a round loss. And honestly, that's what matters most at this point. They're just down by such a large deficit. If they take the last round, they'll find themselves 12-3. Then if they lose pistol, they're on match point already. If Gamers Academy doesn't lose the anti-eco rounds.
Yeah, it's going to have to be for Levitate. They win pistol round, avoid losing the force buy potential from Gamers Academy. There's so many things that have to happen for Gamers Academy to bring this one back, but they're trying to take out B. It is not a commitment as they still have the bomb down in the middle of the map, but Biggie claims the advantage with the frag onto Taco, so only 3 Gamer Academy members up. And their final player at A is going to go back and grab the bomb, but they are losing these duels over towards Broken Wall. And the trade's not as on point as before. And a nice shot by Spermie. This guy's heating up a little bit.
Yeah, he hits a great shot on DeLucas. Not quite a fatal blow, but down to 1 HP. Spermie knows that he's like a shark with blood in the water. He's trying to find it. His teammate is rotating in quickly. That's going to be heavy to the AWP. He's just got to hold off the assault until he can get there. Try to find a few body shots. Not the kind you do on spring break. Kind of do with the AWP. Got the op. He's coming towards Broken Wall right now. He does lose his teammate, though, so Lucas is down. Spermy trying his very best to get one more kill here. And one pushes through the smoke. Ooh. Down he goes. So it is going to be Levitate finding themselves 3 rounds. That's actually probably better than people would have anticipated, because a lot of people hyped up Gamers Academy as the next Luminosity.
3 rounds. I mean, one of them was an eco round win, too. That was the round we were listening into them, and their comms were quite good. I mean, it's just a matter of class and coordination. They're a pug versus a team. I mean, you can't really expect anything less. So, I mean, 3 rounds, that could be something to be proud of. I mean, we're going to find out later in the tournament how good exactly Gamers Academy is. But can they finish this one quickly, or will Levitate take this pistol round? They just got to, after winning the pistol round, if they can, they got to keep Gamers Academy on the eco forever.
Yeah, they have to control the pace and the economic tempo. They need to constantly keep Gamers Academy enforced by basically what Gamers Academy did to them. The entire half, it was like they were on CZ75 not going to work out for FNXL as they storm through the drop. It's actually an A stack with the rotate, so this is a strategy we've seen played out by a couple teams, and I think it was Levitate who used this in one of their eco runs. Wow, nice shot from Lucas. Getting the opening frag there, coming up from Broken Wall, puts a shot down onto Envious as well, but look at this, Spermy on the flank. Only going to come up with 1. Cheeks now in drop. He's got the Tech 9. That's 1. Looking for another. He's got Showtime around Rectangle. He's heavily lit, but the crossfire setup here from Gamers Academy is perfect. However, no kit. Should be enough time left here
they
can take this. So now it's 13-3, and I'd imagine that Levitate is probably just going to force buy, try and upset the apple cart, and pick up another round and keep Gamers Academy to a double eco and try and do what we were saying, control that economic pace.
And we are just bursting with optimism at this point for Levitate. Gamers Academy here. Oh, auto shotgun. We got a Mag 7 as well. Tons of shotguns here. And he is going to bring that towards middle. I've seen a couple people do that at this LAN. This auto shotgun at middle. Levitate heading towards the B-bomb site with most of their players. Looks like they're going to go for some sort of QB sneak as they have Cheeks way back of middle, and the T side of middle. So here comes the big fake, pretty quick here from Levitate. And if I'd be quite surprised if Gamers Academy bite on this.
I don't think it's actually going to be a fake. I think this is going to be a B to A execution. They're going to go and drop, try and get an opening kill, and then maybe work their way back. But as I say that, they do actually decide to execute towards A. The problem is Cheeks is all by himself, and he needs to move quickly. And look at this, the 8-man Showtime, or Lucas in mid. He's finally rotating out of position. FNXL has the UMP, and they're going to realize bomb's not here. Turn back around, and there you see the call comes out almost immediately. The 8-man Lucas with the auto shotgun from so far away, raining down death onto Cheeks. So no bomb plant. Cheeks was just a little too slow, and Lucas was pushed up too aggressively. It just would have never worked out based on positioning. So Levitate actually had a decent execution there for what they wanted to do, but it doesn't work out. They were hoping to get that bomb plant, get a little bit extra money, but instead they are going to opt for the buy up here, and they're going to have an op on the CT side, which didn't really, there was no answer for Levitate for the AWP.
No, Hen was doing some good work here. Lucas once again looking to utilize this auto shotgun. Smoke just about to dissipate at mid. He's going to take the duel. Oh, he's not even waiting. Letting it go through the smoke, and now Showtime shows up from above here. But Biggie is posted up on it, so they trade 1 for 1. And now Levitate looking to slow things down a bit as they're shifting that bomb. Looks like he wants to go over towards B, maybe just waiting on the results of the press towards B. As Spermy's going to take the fight onto FNX, goes down. And now where does this prompt the bomb to go? B's not working out. They're pressed up at A. Really tough decision for Levitate.
This is a tough round indeed. They're down a man. They do have the bomb in their control, but look at this. Lucas has already pushed all the way through A, so he knows they're not in that position, which is going to prompt the team to rotate towards B. However, it looks like Levitate are going to try and rotate out. They have 2 players making their way towards stairs. Lucas could easily come right up behind them if he doesn't peek this properly. And look, he's holding and holding and holding, and there you go. He's going to spot the first one. Tries to get the recoil under control, but can't quite do it. It's Envious and Biggie left here. 2 versus 3, but nice shot from Hen.
So fast.
Taco is there as well. The rotates, or that was actually FNXL. I think that was maybe a GoTV glitch. It said I had Taco's point of view, but it looked like somebody else came up with the kill. Nonetheless, They're down now 12 rounds, backs against the wall. They're going to have to force up here. It's going to be Galil's and Tech 9s fighting for a chance to continue into the upper bracket. If not, they're not out of it. They will move down to the lower bracket, and they will be playing the loser of Levitate versus, or Luminosity versus Easy on Souls, I believe it is.
Easy on the soul.
Easy on Souls.
No Showtime here, looking to shut down the Levitate members, but actually both of the A players go down. First to arrive on the rotate is going to be Taco. He's going to follow suit. He goes down. Levitate, not done just yet. Want to get more than just 3. And Spermy has actually picked up the fallen auto shotgun. So FNX and Hen probably going to go for this no matter what. FNX goes down, so this is going to put Hen on the save, who's already got his 20 bomb. And he's not going to run all the way back. He may just be looking for some exit frags at this point. Yeah, that's going to be the case. Wants to pad those stats. And given the assortment of weapons on Levitate, they have a couple players that could chase without repercussion. And Hen, he wants more. He's kind of enticing the T's into pushing him by not falling back at all. So Levitate take their 4th round, but if they're going to do this, they need a lot more.
Yeah, they're going to need to do they have a serious mountain to climb here. And with the player talent on Gamers Academy, it's going to be tough. I mean, we just saw it. Hen, the real reason that Hen saved there was not economic. It was more or less that he didn't want to give the op up. He doesn't want to put the op in their hands because he doesn't know what those players are capable of either. So as much as Gamers Academy is a question mark to the North American teams that are here, the North American teams, for the most part, are a question mark to Gamers Academy. So they don't really know if they have a dominant opper that they have to be careful with. They don't know who Levitate is. So playing very careful there, picking up a few frags, that's something to take note of.
Yeah, I was actually talking to one of their coaches outside, and he said they're not taking anybody lightly. I asked him if he thinks they're just going to stomp their way through the groups, and he said, well, we're not taking anybody lightly. We don't know what they're capable of. So exactly what you were talking about. As Gamers Academy holding on to B. Levitate shifting back towards A, and Gamers Academy was beginning to rotate. Showtime does, but Lucas seems to be the anchor here. As Cheeks chucks the mid-smoke, goes down to Lucas. They do get him, but not before Lucas claims another Levitate life. NVS on the flank, cutting out the rotate here. Levitate. I mean, they might be able to string some together if they could just get this one down.
If they can find another round, open under on the second side of the Rockwood State. Showtime putting quite a bit of damage. Support coming in from NVSC's over towards balcony, and there he goes. That is a bye-bye for Showtime. Hen 1, though, with the CZ. Doesn't need the op. He's going to shoot out the vents, go for the fake. Biggie in sight. Biggie's going to go for the plan. So it's now going to come down to a 1 versus 1. Biggie with the AK. Hen 1 with the op, and a nice shot from Hen. That's going to be GG. Levitate Gaming fall to Gamers Academy in their very first game here. I believe the first game at a LAN tournament on North American soil. 16-4. So not quite a stomping, so to speak, that we expected. A lot of people would have said maybe 16-1, but still a dominant performance.
Very dominant performance. And I mean, we've seen larger score disparities already between teams at this event. So 4 rounds against potentially an amazing team. It's not a bad statement to make. I mean, they still, I suppose they could take out the other team that made it from the qualifier, perhaps. But now, who else do they got left to look forward to? Luminosity. This is going to be an absolutely killer group for anybody that's not Brazilian.
They have, I mean, if this will be, as I already forgotten their name, Levitate. Levitate will be moving down to the lower. They will play the team that loses the Luminosity Easy on Souls match. So even if they win that, if it's Easy on Souls that they play, which is what a lot of people
Easy
would
on
like to think,
the soul.
which is what a lot of people think it would be, then the winner of that has to play the loser of Luminosity and Gamers Academy.
God, it just doesn't get any easier.
It's just no fun.
That is the death group.
This is brutal. So we're going to take a quick break here while we set up for the next match. Reminder, guys, that was Gamers Academy taking out Levitate Gaming 16-4. This is the WinOut $20,000 LAN Championship. Thanks for joining us. We will be right back.